You've seen this happen. A guy is single for months, maybe years, barely getting any attention. Then suddenly he gets a girlfriend. And within weeks, other women start noticing him, flirting with him, showing interest they never showed before. Nothing about him changed. He's the same person, same job, same personality, same everything. But now he's got a girlfriend, and suddenly he's attractive to women who previously wouldn't give him the time of day. Why women are attracted to men other women want, preselection explained. What's going on here? Is it just coincidence? Are women being petty? Or is there something deeper happening? Something hardwired into human psychology that makes taken men more attractive than single ones? The answer is preselection, and once you understand how it works, you'll see it everywhere. Let's break down exactly what's happening and why. The evolutionary logic behind preselection. Here's the foundation. Throughout human history, choosing the wrong partner had massive consequences, especially for women. A poor mating choice could mean years invested in raising a child with inadequate resources, protection, or support. The stakes were incredibly high, so evolution favored women who were good at identifying quality partners, men who were competent, reliable, socially successful. But here's the problem. How do you accurately assess someone's quality? You could spend months getting to know them, observing their behavior, testing their character, but that's time-consuming and risky. Evolution came up with a shortcut: social proof. If other women have already vetted this guy and chosen him, that's valuable information. It means he's passed someone else's selection process. He's been pre-approved. This is preselection. It's essentially outsourcing the evaluation process to other women, and it happens automatically, below conscious awareness, because it's been adaptive for thousands of generations. Why wedding rings are attention magnets? Let's talk about something specific, the wedding ring effect. Multiple studies have confirmed this pattern. Researchers have shown women photos of the same man, sometimes with a wedding ring visible, sometimes without. Consistently, women rate the man as more attractive when they can see he's married. Same face, same body, same everything. The only variable is a piece of metal on his finger. And yet, that ring increases his perceived attractiveness significantly. Why? Because that ring signals that at least one woman has already decided he's worth committing to long term. He's been selected, and that selection carries information. The ring tells you things without him having to prove them. He's capable of commitment. Someone found him valuable enough to marry. He's passed through a serious vetting process. He has qualities that aren't immediately obvious, but that reveal themselves over time. Now, this doesn't mean women are consciously trying to pursue married men. Most aren't. But the initial attraction response, that gut-level sense of he's attractive, gets triggered more easily when preselection cues are present. The nightclub experiment that proves everything. There's a fascinating field study that demonstrates preselection in action. Researchers sent a moderately attractive guy into nightclubs under different conditions. Sometimes he'd enter alone and approach women. Other times he'd enter with an attractive woman on his arm, have her stay close for a while, then leave, after which he'd approach other women. The success rate wasn't even close. When he approached women after being seen with an attractive woman, his success rate more than doubled compared to approaching while alone. Nothing else changed. Same guy, same opener, same conversation skills. The only difference was whether he'd been seen with a woman first. That's pure preselection. The women he approached after weren't consciously thinking, oh, he was with that attractive woman, so he must be valuable. It happened at a deeper level. His perceived status and attractiveness were simply higher because he'd been pre-approved. Why your girlfriend makes you more attractive. This explains that phenomenon I mentioned at the start. When you're single and struggling, then suddenly get into a relationship, other women start showing interest. It's not that they're trying to steal you away, though sometimes that happens. It's that you're now displaying preselection cues that weren't there before. You carry yourself differently. You're more relaxed in social situations because you're not trying to impress anyone. You make casual, confident eye contact. You're comfortable around women because you're already in a relationship with one. And crucially, other women see you being chosen. They see your girlfriend being affectionate with you, laughing at your jokes, touching your arm. They're watching another woman validate you in real time. All of this triggers the preselection response. Your value in the mating market just went up, not because you changed, but because you're now socially verified. The female attention paradox. Here's where it gets really interesting and kind of frustrating if you're experiencing this firsthand. When you're desperately single and actually trying to meet someone, women seem indifferent. But when you're in a happy relationship and not looking at all, suddenly, women are noticing you, being friendly or occasionally even flirting. This seems backwards, right? Shouldn't attention come when you need it, not when you don't? But it makes perfect sense through the lens of preselection. When you're trying too hard, you're broadcasting, "Nobody has chosen me yet." When you're confidently taken, you're broadcasting, "I've been selected and approved." The paradox is that you become most attractive to other women precisely when you're unavailable. And this isn't just about relationships, it applies to job hunting, social status, everything. People want what others want. Why popular guys keep getting more popular? Preselection doesn't just apply to romantic relationships. It creates a snowball effect in all social dynamics. Think about the popular guy in any social circle. He didn't necessarily start out as the most charismatic, best-looking, or most successful person. But at some point, enough people decided he was worth paying attention to, and once that happens, the preselection effect takes over. Other people see him getting attention and assume there must be a good reason for it, so they pay attention too, which makes even more people notice. And the cycle continues. This is why social status tends to accumulate. The rich get richer, the popular get more popular, and the guy who already has female attention gets even more female attention. It's not necessarily fair, but it's how human social psychology works. The scarcity component. Preselection works even better when combined with scarcity. When something is both desired by others and not easily available, the value perception skyrockets. This is why limited edition products sell out instantly, why exclusive clubs have waiting lists, why people want invitations to private events. The same principle applies to dating. A man who's clearly in demand but not aggressively pursuing anyone becomes incredibly attractive. He's been pre-approved by others and he's not readily available. Both factors multiply the effect. This explains why the nice guy who makes himself completely available often struggles, while the guy who seems casually indifferent, even if he's not actually better in any objective way, attracts more interest. Availability signals lower value. Scarcity plus social proof signals higher value. Human brains make these calculations automatically. The ethics question, is this manipulative? Now, you might be thinking, okay, so should I fake having a girlfriend to seem more attractive? Should I hire someone to pretend to be interested in me? That crosses into manipulation territory, and it's also transparent. People can usually sense when something's manufactured, but understanding preselection can help you in legitimate ways. Building genuine friendships with women makes you more comfortable and natural around women in general, which other women pick up on. Being part of social circles where you're valued creates authentic preselection cues. The goal isn't to fake anything, it's to understand why certain behaviors and social positions create attraction so you can build those things authentically. The male validation trap. Here's something important. While preselection is real and powerful, relying on it completely creates a trap. If you only seem attractive because other women have validated you, what happens when that validation disappears? If your girlfriend breaks up with you, assumingly, women lose interest again. You're back where you started. The healthier approach is developing genuine confidence and value that exists independently of others' approval. Build skills, pursue interesting projects, develop a strong social network, take care of your physical health and appearance. When you do those things, preselection becomes a bonus rather than your entire strategy. You're attractive both because you're genuinely valuable and because others recognize that value. Why this matters beyond dating. Understanding preselection helps you navigate more than just romantic relationships. It explains professional dynamics, social hierarchies, even consumer behavior. When you apply for a job while already employed, you're more attractive to employers. When you negotiate from a position where you have other options, you have more power. When you're already successful in one area, people assume you'll be successful in others. This is all preselection. The fact that someone else has already chosen you, validated you, or invested in you makes others more likely to do the same. It's why the best time to look for a new job is when you already have one. Why the best time to meet someone new is when you're not desperately single. Why success tends to breed more success. The bottom line, preselection is real. It's backed by evolutionary psychology, confirmed by research, and observable in everyday social dynamics. Women are more attracted to men who other women want. Not because women are petty or competitive, though sometimes those factors play a role, but because preselection provides valuable information about a man's quality that would otherwise take time and effort to discover. This doesn't mean you should manipulate the system or fake social proof. It means understanding how social validation works so you can build genuine value and social connections that naturally create preselection effects. Focus on becoming someone worth selecting. Build real relationships. Develop genuine confidence. Create a life that's interesting and valuable independent of anyone's approval. Do that, and preselection will work in your favor naturally. Not as a trick you're playing, but as an accurate reflection of the value you've built. And paradoxically, once you stop desperately needing validation, that's when it starts coming to you most easily.